school is almost over. And with school being over during the summer, you're going to have a lot of time to do stuff, and you're probably going to go to the pool, probably. And you probably want to be jacked if you're going to go to the pool, obviously. So, if this video is made for you if you're skinny fat like I was, and how to get into a pretty good physique pretty quickly, relatively fast, so that you can have a good physique for the summer. Okay, so the first thing is that I remember I used to be pretty skinny fat, and when I started exercising, I became about a year ago, over a year ago, actually like a year and a half, I became obsessed with cutting, and I was on a caloric deficit. I would do like 2 hours of hard zone 3 cardio, like rowing. I was on a rowing team. And then I would do my workouts, and I was on like 2,000 calories a day. My maintenance then was like probably like 3,000, maybe probably more actually. Now it's like 3,500, right? But yeah, I got lean, but it probably wasn't the most effective way. And I'm going to be teaching you the most effective way. So, first off, you have to clean up your diet, okay? You can't be eating healthy foods. I have a friend who is healthy, but he still eats like gummies that say they're organic. These gummies are not organic. So I'm not going to tell you what not to eat because most of the stuff you shouldn't eat because it's that bad. What you should eat is natural fruits, stuff like steak, meats, so like steak, lamb, reindeer, whatever, I don't know, whatever you can eat, lamb, that stuff. Also chicken, eggs, and dairy, so like milk and cheese, all that stuff. And I have a video on how you can quit sugar and these addictive sugary foods. Also, be sure to eat fruits. You can eat vegetables. Yeah, you should eat vegetables. And also, milk and water. Don't drink soda or diet soda. Diet Coke is still horrible. And also, avoid seed oils. So when you cook, only eat avocado oil and beef tallow or butter or other animal fats. So now the part for exercise, here's what you should do. You don't have to run a lot. I never liked running, but I would do it and I didn't enjoy it. What you should do is some sort of form of cardio. So um you could do walking, but ideally it's like full body. So cycling would be okay, but the best would be something like swimming or rowing or going on a assault bike, these types of things. And do this for, I don't know, for say, yeah, let's say 45 minutes every day at zone 2 cardio. This means you could have a conversation. Imagine you could still talk to someone. The cardio is intense enough that you're getting like it's intense enough that you can still have a conversation with your buddy or whatever, right? And it's not like you're talking and then you have to breathe because you're getting tired, right? And also, uh, I would recommend you do some activity. So you could do like a sport or martial arts, this kind of stuff. And work out. You should be lifting, right? And you probably want abs. So doing sit ups isn't going to get you a six pack. It'll help you, but you also have to eat clean, right? Because here's what happens: you lose the weight, so your stomach it like from fat to flat, right? But you're gonna have like skinny boy stomach, right? Which isn't cool. So what you have to do is ab exercises. You want to train your upper, lower abs, and you can also do your obliques. What you can do is like sit ups and dragon flags. Probably not sit ups, but crunches, dragon flags, planks, this type of stuff. So also do strength training. I have a video about that. I can put a picture here of the video so you can watch that video where I tell you how to make a good workout routine. So now you have diet, workout routine, cardio. Also, something else is you want to have higher testosterone because this helps you lose weight a lot. What you can do is, I have a video on this as well, but I'm not going to try to go too in depth because there's like a ton of stuff to help you with this. But so I got my list of papers. So avoid eating soy, seed oils, flaxseed, this type of stuff, canola oil, sunflower oil, all that garbage, trans fats. You want to eat stuff like butter, beef tallow, animal fats, fish oil, avocado oil. Yeah. Don't eat unwhole foods. You want to eat whole foods. So don't eat donuts, hamburgers, cereal, ice cream, that type of stuff. Also, you want to avoid artificial sweeteners. So, yeah, like chemicals that they put into food, and BPA. BPA is in plastic. Basically, it's like the plastic fork you eat with, or the plastic container you put your food in. These are all bad, and try to cut them out or at least minimize them, right? Um, when BPA heats up, like in a microwave, it melts off the microplastics and they get on your food. So if you're still storing your food in, like, say, yogurt in a bowl, and it's a plastic bowl, but you keep it cool, you're probably fine because it's not heating up and rubbing off onto your food. But I'd still recommend to use a glass or metal or steel, whatever type of silverware and stuff, and for food. Um, Also drink from metal water bottles. Yeah, avoid polyester clothing. This shirt is 100% cotton. These pants are like 99% cotton, 1% some other material. I don't know. So yeah, we're chilling. So get rid of polyester clothing because it has microplastics, and this rubs off on your skin. These microplastics, and they lower testosterone and overall health. Use cotton clothes as well as bed sheets. Don't use cooking spray or non-stick pans because the chemicals and stuff on that is pretty toxic. And avoid tap water. Tap water is horrible, especially if you live in the United States. It's horrible. So try to get. You've probably seen the memes like the Ashton Hall water, like the little water he has. Like, yeah, those are good, but a lot of people can't afford it. I would probably go bankrupt if I bought that. So try to get a water filter, although it doesn't filter everything. Try to avoid medicine and painkillers. These lower testosterone, like, unless you don't actually need it, don't take it. Things like for depression or Ozempic for weight loss, peptides for weight loss, these are horrible because you can do this without it, right? In depression, it's BS, right? You have depression because you live like a retard, okay? You're not exercising, you're not talking to people, you don't have a job, you don't believe in God. This is why you have depression. People before, go back 200 years ago, no one had depression. Think about it. Do research about this if you don't believe me. Avoid sunscreen because there's this thing in sunscreen called benzophenyl, which is horrible, and a lot of the other ingredients are toxic, so I don't even use sunscreen. I'm not getting burnt yet. If I do get burnt, I'm going to put coconut oil on. Don't use shampoo. Shampoo is, like, most of it is really bad. Truth is, you don't actually need shampoo. I don't use shampoo and my hair is fine. Haven't used it for 10 months, 8 months, something like that, right? Yeah, you don't need shampoo. Basically, just buzz your hair or slowly progressive deload for shampoo. Start using less and less so you don't smell horrible. Use a natural bar of soap. Natural soap. Most soap is cooked. Also, self-hate lowers the testosterone, and people bullying you does so. And stress is extremely horrible. Cortisol is horrible. Story suits are horrible. They have these estrogenic things on them. When you touch it, it rubs off onto your skin. You touch your face, your chest when you're exercising, I don't know, whatever. Then that rubs off onto, like, your chest. This estrogenic stuff, which is like a chemical artificial thing simulating estrogen, which is horrible, and it, like, gets on your body, absorbed, and that's horrible. Try to keep your male anatomy cool, and the reason I'm saying this on a recording instead of in the video is so that I don't get banned from YouTube for actually saying that. And the reason you want to keep it cool is that if that area heats up, it fries your testosterone. Also, try to eat a lot of eggs. I'm still not eating a ton of eggs. I eat, like, depending on the day, 3 to 5. Ideally, it would be 8 to 10. So I'm gonna have to bump it up soon. Red meat, carrots, leafy greens, oranges. Yeah, oranges are good for testosterone as well as potatoes. Yeah. Oh, I eat liver sometimes. I don't think I ate it this week, actually. I have to now. But it's extremely healthy for you, and fatty fish and cod liver, all this stuff. Also, some things you can do is get 9 to 10 hours of sleep every day, which is extremely important, and get sunlight. 3 times a week for 30 minutes. Just lay in the sun and take your shirt off. Also, fight people. Like, don't actually try to kill people or like beat each other up, but like just like wrestle, fight with your friends. Like, try to wrestle, grapple, that type of stuff. Don't be retards and like actually rip someone's eye out. It's crack their neck in half, like that. But yeah, wrestling's good. Active lifestyle. Oh, and sprinting. Do 30 seconds of 3 sets of sprint. Wait, 3 sets of 30 seconds 3 times a week. It's a lot of threes right there. Cold showers too in the morning. However, before you go to bed, you want to take a warm shower. And there's some stuff. Yeah. So that's how you fix your testosterone. So you can glow up for the summer, basically. You should also be sleeping a lot. In the summer, you don't have school, so you can go to sleep from like 9 or maybe 10. I wouldn't push it that late. Ideally 9 or 9:30. I go to bed at 8:30, but now that summer's coming, it's gonna go to sun's going down later, so maybe at 9. Go to bed at like 9 or 9:30. Wake up at like 7 with the sun. Have a night routine. Wear red lens glasses. Be sure to wear red lens glasses and turn off overhead lights because they wake you up. They simulate the sun. An hour before bed, take a warm shower. Don't eat, exercise, this stuff. Before you go to bed, make sure to do breath work like this. What that does is that it lowers your heart rate so that you go into like deep sleep faster. Turn off blue light before going to bed, like your phone. Get rid of that an hour before bed. You can journal, pray, meditate before going to bed. Also, make sure to have a cool sleeping environment so you sleep well and don't wake up at night. The reason I forget a lot of these things, like the testosterone, is because I implemented all of it into my life, so I don't even have to think about it. See you guys. Bye.